What is up there, SEO pros? As some of you know, it's pretty hard to manage multiple SEO clients, especially by yourself. So today, that's what we're going to be talking about. All right, so I have around, I think, 10 or 11 clients now. Actually, a couple that I haven't onboarded yet because I'm still trying to process some of the other clients that I'm working with. And hello, Carl, welcome. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be kind of covering the progress of these different clients. And we're also going to be looking at kind of what you can do to not get like lost in how crazy it is to manage multiple SEO clients. Just a little background, by the way, I am going to be hiring somebody to help me as well in the near future. But as of this moment, it's literally just me working on the clients. So things are going well. I mean, all of the clients that we're working with are achieving positive rankings in some way, or more traffic or more conversions, depending on, you know, what our primary focus is on at the moment. But like I said, we're just going to pretty much just dive into these different things and talk about what can be done to manage the multiple clients, and then at the same time, how to provide like quality without kind of getting lost in the mix of things. So right now you'll see these are the clients I have on here. There are some that aren't on this notepad, but this is kind of the ones with the hours that were tracked so far. So Spartan Pest Control, as you guys know, that's somebody that we've been working with, Jared, who's actually been helping us out a lot with the actual implementation of things. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be going through this list, kind of explaining who these people are, and then we're also going to be like just taking notes on what needs to happen to progress. And then also I'm going to explain to you how I go about and I do the reporting. And then also something else you can do, which is pretty cool, which is you can take the reports and repurpose it into content, which is even cooler. So like I said, Spartan Pest Control, we're at 4 hours, 15 minutes right now. What we're actually going to be doing is we're going to do a quick overview of AdWords, and then we're going to move on. And we'll probably bill for another 5 hours again and continue to, you know, measure the process. Measure the analytics and see what we need to do to move forward, depending on where they're at. For Tempest Telecom, this is actually like 8 hours now. I have to give them a report, so the next one for them is going to be report. And I actually should put in time estimates on this. So the AdWords for Jared's probably going to be like a 20-minute overview. I mean, we could dive a lot deeper into this, but we're not going to, because the rest of it's going to be probably interacting with Jared, going on a phone call, and then exploring the analytics with him. And I think in one of the other audits, we actually did look at some of the analytics, and then we're just going to put together a report for that. So 20-minute quick overview of AdWords, and then putting together a report plus discussion. So that's going to be the last like 25 minutes as well. So 20-minute quick overview of AdWords plus 25 minutes of putting together a report plus discussion. So these guys, we did a lot of implementation, a lot of positive stuff is happening. So the report's going to be what needs to happen next, plus the putting together the report and talking to them. So that's going to be about an hour to put together all of that, and then at the same time to talk to them, probably another hour, and then discuss what we need to do to move forward. So you always want to make sure that you put in the actual discussions that you're going to have with these people, because you don't want to have to be, you know, doing all this work for free where you're still discussing, still consulting, but not getting paid for it. So you want to make sure that you add that in there. So it's not just 8 or 10 hours of implementation. The rest is like, oh my gosh, now I have to do all this reporting. I have to talk to them. I have to have a meeting. So you want to make sure you put that in there. So report 1 hour plus, you know, conversation, probably going to be another hour. And if it's less, you can just add that hour to the next billing cycle or whatever you want to do. But these are just estimations, like I said. So Aloha Moving, they're back on the bill cycle. They already paid. So we did do a report, but I need to put that together. So just send quick report, which would be like 20 minutes because it's already been put together. And then also, you know, the SEO, which that's next. So that's going to be the rest. And then Nova Soft Tissue. I think we actually spent more than 2.45 on this. I have to check back on that, but I think what we need to do is just continue on page on there, and then also make sure that we're tracking everything that's going on, and then send requests for anything we need, because I think there were some requests that we needed. And if you wanted to take this a step further, you could make this all into Asana tasks or whatever you want to do. It's probably actually easier to do it that way. That's the one problem about me doing all this stuff just like through notepads and stuff, is that like you can't actually really visualize everything that's going on. So that's how I kind of go crazy. I have been looking into integrating all this stuff with Asana, because that way you can track all the specific clients. But one of the things that I have been doing is I've been putting all of it into Google Drive so I can see all the different requests and everything from the clients. But I should do something around like what's the status on where we're at with certain things. Either way, right now a lot of it I'm doing through just memory. So Insurantly, we just did a new bill cycle for them, so this is going to be more of the on-page implementations that we didn't finish in the other one. So just check roadmap and discussion with Jared to start finishing or start implementing changes we didn't get to in the first month. So that's the next one. Well sent. We did the reporting and then got the email, so now they're back on starting over again. So this is going to be actually, sorry, I was spending a lot of time in the coffee shop doing this stuff the last couple days, so I actually got a lot of this stuff done. So a lot of basic changes were made. So the good thing to do is not to just do the changes and then say, hey, we're done. The good thing to do is to get to like 4 hours and then wait like 10 or 15 days to see where everything's at afterwards, then do the reporting, then send it over. So I'm going to be waiting. So this is going to be a note where I'm going to say wait 10 to 15 days before report, and then spend an hour doing that. Days. But yeah, a lot of the basic changes that we weren't able to get in the first 5 hours were made. And then in all of the reports, I always put suggestions on the things that we need to finish, moving forward. But you guys have probably already seen this in my other stuff that I do. Let me look at the comments. Clark says, what is up? What's up, Clark? Carl said, when did you upgrade? It was a while ago, actually. Ralph said, don't forget to add Driveway Plus. Yeah. So that's what I was going to say is, we have a couple of people who are in here as well. And I haven't billed Ralph yet, but that's one of the ones that we're going to be working on as well. So Driveway Plus, we'll get to that one in a second. So Rooster's in the house. What's up, dude? Clark says, if you want to work with people, Basecamp is pretty good. So I got a couple people. I'd rather work locally, honestly. So I'm trying to find a couple people who are local. What's up, Lauren? All right. So SB Tree Care. This was one of those big problems that we're like, facing. I just sent an email over on the things that I need, specifically like maybe at least like a Squarespace website, because right now they just have a one-page static HTML page, which we need to get a Squarespace or something going. But we got the Google My Business stuff dialed in, so I'm just gonna say on this one, waiting for response. So that's on them on that one. And then Purity Clinic, it says 7 out of 5, but it's actually 2 out of 5 because I just didn't reset it yet. And for them, what we're doing is we're working on an e-commerce store specifically. They also are doing local, but we're focusing more on that, working on e-commerce store, plus need to do a landing page for prolotherapy, which is something that they're trying to sell through AdWords, which is something that we're going to be doing. So what I'm probably going to be doing is I'm just going to be doing quick overviews of these different businesses, seeing what I can do to dial them in as much as possible in this time that we have. And then, like I said, you can't just do reports for everybody, because some people, like if I did a report for SB Tree Care, this wouldn't be the right time, but for some of them we need to move forward with this stuff. So I'm probably going to just try to plug away at these different things. So I'm going to start with Spartan Pest Control. I'm going to move to Tempest. I'm going to move to Aloha, and really just to see what we need to do to get certain things in place. Probably a lot of screaming frog crawls and basic stuff like that. So let's start out with Spartan. Let's go into the AdWords and see what we can do. So I'm going to go over to here. Whoops, sorry. I'm going to go to google.com and I'm going to go to AdWords. And that's what we're going to do. And by the way, if you guys haven't liked this video yet, I always ask this, but if you could please do me a favor and like this video. We got 18 people in here with about 3 likes. So if the other 15 of you could please like this video, that would be really helpful for me. All right. So go into here, and I think the AdWords is integrated with one of my other emails, so I'll check that out. Spartan says he hasn't used AdWords in a very long time. Spartan, I thought you said that you were spending $600 a month on AdWords. Am I under the wrong impression on that one? Whoops. Whoops. I mean, either way with Spartan, if we look at them, oh gosh, why do I keep putting in the wrong, is caps lock? No. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not my password. I just said that. It's not actually 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, but you'll see like a lot of this stuff for them, especially what we saw through Search Console, is that they're getting a lot more impressions, which is awesome. Spent like 60K so far, but I haven't in a while. Okay, yeah, so you're still running them though, I believe, right? So if I go into here, and then I need to turn this off really quick. My friend who I'm outsourcing this to is getting too many iPhone repair leads, which is awesome. All right, let's go into here. And what the heck? It's saying I don't have an AdWords with this account. It's pretty weird because I'm pretty sure I did. This is what's terrible about Google, is like, I feel like the interface is just always so strange. Okay, here we go. So I believe this is it. So bed bug, big text ad, generic exterminator, $10 off Google build. So let me go into here. And you'll see with Jared too, or with Jared, yeah, with Jared, we actually did make a an email saying these are the things that we want to move forward with. So see, here's a list of things we should move forward with. And this is really good to keep track of kind of what's going on as well for yourself. So, you know, need to figure out where article markup's getting pulled from, so this just gives me like a list of things that I need to do. And if Jared wants to move forward, then we can move forward and I can start running through these things and trying to fix them. And then of course, after that, then we look for, you know, what we need to do next, which generally after a while, it just moves more into content marketing, keyword research, and off-page SEO. So you'll see in here, we got these 2 ad groups inside the campaign. If we go into one of them, you'll see we're using all exact match, which is pretty cool. And we got average positions of about 3.9. So we could probably up our max CPCs on that. And then in the last 30 days, we're only getting, you know, let's see, 23, 18, 5. This is pretty good click-through rates actually. But because the click-through rates are so high, I'd probably actually raise the bid on these ones. But for some reason it's saying that there's no conversions coming through these. So I'm wondering if we maybe did call tracking. That might be more helpful for us to be tracking this, something to consider. And then we are using negative keywords. So this is actually set up pretty well. And then if we go into the actual keywords, we can see what the ad scores look like. So 8 out of 10, 8 out of 10. This is actually a pretty good AdWords campaign, honestly, Jared. So if we go back, we go into this one. So a couple ads being served, 4.83% click-through. I'd probably get rid of this one since it's a 2.27%. But the cost per conversion is $57, which is actually, in my opinion, pretty decent. And then if we go into some of the other things, like if we go into dimensions, we can see when people are actually clicking on these different dates. But what we really want to see is the ad extensions. And if we go to like site link extensions, so this isn't set up, that's a big loss right there. Call extensions are set up, which is great. We could add 2 more in there. And these just really help improve relevancy and ad scores. So, I mean, that's something that I would probably say we need to move forward with. So I'm just going to make that note in there. So we're just going to open up a new note in here for Jared and say, you know, on some of the other stuff. Whoops. Sorry about that. Want to add site link extensions and then whatever other extensions we're missing. We can also add like pricing extensions, text message extensions, which is crazy. And then let's go back over to here. See what you guys are saying in here. Jan's in the house. What's up? Ralph says the more Gmails you have, the worse it is. Yeah, I know. Spartan Pest Control says I don't think that's my AdWords. Oh, it's not? Definitely not my AdWords. Okay, well, you know, we gave a good suggestion to somebody else then. Sorry about that, Jared. You know what this is actually? So this is a funny because we're talking about how to manage all your clients. This was somebody else I worked with who also does pest control, so that's why that just happened. Okay, well, I guess we'll skip that one for now until I can get Jared's login for the AdWords, because I don't have it in my client spreadsheet right now, I don't think. So we'll just go on to the next one. So Tempest Telecom, we're going to go into here and do some reporting around this. So what we do is we just go into here, we go into Search Console. So boom, boom. And I always open certain things for this stuff. I open Search Console, I open Analytics, and then I open like SEO Profiler, and I cross-check in between all of those, as well as sometimes I'll put like an extra thing in there like Screaming Frog or something. But we'll go into there. And I actually did take some notes in this, so let me just open this tab over here so we can look at what needs to be done, because there was a lot of stuff that came up when I was working on Tempest in the coffee shop the other day. So let me just go ahead and find that. Sorry, I'm on the other screen right now. Okay, so I think this is this it? That's not it. Okay, I must actually left it on a notepad on my laptop, so I'm gonna have to get that. Either way, I already know what most of them are. Get into here. A lot of it had to do with the fact that there wasn't content on certain pages. So there's a lot of pages that don't have any content, and they're like product pages or category pages, and they're probably taking a very large hit for that, because those are things that are really necessary to have on sites like theirs. So I'll show you what I mean in a second once I can get into their login. So in here, and there it is. Boom, boom. Clark says, what is the software you suggested instead of Notepad? Like Asana, but that's like a web-based UI. So you saw that drop off for a second, but this is normal because the actual that's more like date based. So you'll see like a lot of these things will drop off like on Saturdays, and then they'll go back up. But this is a pretty big spike right here, bigger than usual, so that's pretty cool. But specifically what we want to look at is like you know, some of the user metrics, and hopefully a lot of the stuff we're actually going to be seeing is going to be seen more through Search Console, in my opinion. So users, sessions, page views, average session duration looks like it's gone up, bounce rates gone up a little bit. And then if we go to acquisition, all traffic, source medium, we're going to hope to see a little bit more organic traffic. And then again, this is also the very first month that we've been doing SEO for them, so it's hard to say that, you know, there's going to be a huge spike in the very beginning, but you'll see like right here 1,200 sessions versus 1,000, and then a lot of them are new users, and you'll see we have the conversion set up, which is cool. So if we go into Search Console, like I said, we can see a little bit more into this. So let's go into Search Console. There we go. Rooster says, LOL, I was wondering if you were doing a live stream last night. I was waiting for you. Yeah, I wound up falling asleep. Erwin said, what is up, SEO Pro? What's up, dude? And Ralph says, call outs. Steven says, what's up, my homie? What's up, dude? Spartan says, I sent you an invitation on March 3rd. Sent you another one. Okay, I have to check. I just don't want to open it in front of everybody on YouTube. Okay, so compare date ranges, compare last 28 days. So now you can see kind of what's been replicated, what we saw through analytics. So you'll see for the brand, it's gone up a little bit. And a lot of this, usually when you see like this go up for the brand, it's because of like people will visit some of the new search queries and then come back and revisit for the brand name. So you'll see like MDR 8000, we got 5 more clicks in these last 30 days. Impressions are up to 60. Position went up by 2. KMCT we weren't ranking for at all. Now we're like 2.7. Well, actually it says we were ranking, but I don't know if I believe that. But it says now we got 8 clicks where before we didn't. So maybe we were ranking, but the titles weren't optimized well, which is that's what was a lot of the stuff that I did was re-optimizing the titles, MDR, and then some of the other stuff. But because it's so early, it's hard to say like, you know, this is like a huge improvement. It's not that big of an improvement, but you'll see like an extra 3,000 impressions is definitely progress. So a lot of this stuff, like I said, though, it comes down to the requests I need, I need help with from these people. So we're gonna go ahead and clip that, press new, go into here and just grab some of this. And I'm just probably gonna circle the things that are like the highlighted things. So I'll just circle like this. Whoops. CTR, we don't have to look, we don't have to circle this. Let's see what else. This. That. I mean, just a few examples to kind of show them, you know, that some things are, you know, being more prevalent these days. But anyways, you know, like a lot of the stuff that I implemented was not until, I think like, you know, maybe a week ago. So maybe even less. So we're going to press new, folder, Tempest Telecom, report, boom, and we're just going to call this search console data. And all of this stuff I'm going to discuss with them because they're going to want to know like what's actually going on. So we're going to go into here. We're going to go into your account, your projects. And then this is a new layout. That's pretty cool. And then we're going to go into here. We're only tracking 49 keywords at the moment, but we'll probably track more in the future. So we'll go to ranking monitor alerts. And here you can see all the different positive changes that have been happening, but we're going to sort by the last 30 days and then only filter by Google because we don't want to, or Google organic because we don't want to, you know, show everything because it's just going to take up way too much space on our screen capture. So there we go. And then we'll just take some screenshots of that. And basically what these are just things that are either now ranking or improved in rankings. So we'll save that. We'll just call this ranking improvements. I don't know why that other one didn't get saved in there. Cool. So let's cancel out of there. Cancel out of there. And then we'll just go into the site and I'll show you like some of the things that needs to happen. So we can cross-check this with the roadmap that we created. And then start seeing what we can do to also to keep doing what we're doing. So what I'll probably do is I'll just do a side crawl like with Screaming Frog while we're looking at this other stuff. So I'll do Screaming Frog. Wait for it. Let that go. And then while that goes, we're going to open up the roadmap. So Tempest audit. And then this is what I do in like all of my videos is I'll go, well, not all of my videos, but like in the end of most of the client SEO that I'll do is I'll go through what we did and what we need to do to move forward. So I'm going to delete a lot of this stuff. So right here, it says first, here's the top 10 tasks I've extracted from the roadmap. So I'm going to get rid of that too. Basic on page for top of the pyramid pages. So this has been done, but we need to add more content to certain pages. So like for instance, I told them this already, but if we could have like, you know, a preview text of like a paragraph under this, anything other than kind of just this. I mean, this is fine, but if we could add more in there, then we could also do link silos. And then I also said things like having a services page or a products page where these are their own pages. So when you go, or sorry, this is equipment. So if you hover over this, this would have a drop down of all of these where these would all, you know, be their own pages, so that we could potentially rank for these whatever keywords these are around as well. So that's one of the other things, but I'll talk about that when we're actually on the phone. Schema markup for main products, main pages and products, and I think we did that. So let me just go in there and double check. So boom, let's go to products, boom, go to this one, go to structured data testing tool. Oops. Plug that in there. And the product markups on here now, except it's saying one of the price specification. So they're not actually specifying the prices of these. So I'm wondering if you can do like price specification not listed or something. So I'm going to ask the community about that. Can you add schema product markup for price on item, I mean on schema, sorry, product markup for price that says not listed if company doesn't want to show price. Okay, so we got that stuff covered. Let's check out the main pages if the schema markup looks okay on those now. So we'll go into here, new test, and plug that in there. And here we go. We got website. I don't think organization markups in here. Oh, it's because I didn't have complete admin access before. So let me see if I can do that now. So we've got, sorry, site access. Oh, I have to get that crazy password. So, oh, it's already logged in. Cool. Praise Raingot says, hey Chase, I feel like I'm stuck at SEO. Do you have any advice or something similar to happen to you while you're learning SEO? Yeah, so I've had multiple mental breakdowns, Praise, around SEO. You just have to understand that like it's not really about whether or not you're good enough at SEO as much as it is about what can you do to actually help people. And if you are helping people, then you'll find your way. But it's also like continually like just putting in the hours and making sure that you're not like giving up, because as soon as you give up, you know, there's going to always be somebody else out there who's not going to know, but they're not going to really care, and they're going to learn because they're ambitious. So hopefully that's helpful. All right, so I'm going to go into here, schema markup. And I want to find the one for LD right here, JSON LD. And activate. Cool, so that's in there now. So we're going to go down to here. And we're going to go into organization, press edit. We're going to press enabled outputs just on the home page. This is the logo, hopefully. Let's just make sure that's actually the logo. I don't know if it is. Nope. So we're going to go find the logo. And this logo might be too big, but we'll see. So we'll just right click and copy link address somewhere around here, copy image address. Plug that in there. That's the URL. And then we can do contact point with telephone number if they have it. Let's see, there it is. And then with all of these numbers, you always have to put a plus in front of them. So plus, boom, and a 1. So 1805, boom, boom, boom. And then I guess we'll just call this customer service. Let's see if it says contact us. Sales. So let's see if we have a sales. There it is. And email, I don't think I guess we do, so we'll just put that in there. And US, Cool. So then we'll just take the different social profiles, which we have them down here. So we'll just go boom, 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 and I don't know what that is. Glassdoor. I guess we could use that too. Praise says you are like an idol to me. Thanks, man. Oh, I guess I can't put that in there. It only allows for certain things. So we'll just grab that, and we don't need that the end part of that URL. So we'll just copy and put that into Facebook, and we'll grab the LinkedIn. There, I think that's the right one. So we'll just go ahead and plug that into here, and then there's the Twitter. And generally we want to have the other ones as well, but I don't know if they have them. They also don't have the Google Plus listing, so we're just gonna have to find that manually. So we'll just type in Google Plus. Steve H says, what do you charge for implementation? So I charge $125 an hour, as long as I can do it live. If I can't do it live, then I generally don't do SEO. I just do it so much better when it's live. All right, so Tempest, and I get content out of it. Tempest Telecom. There we go. Click into there, and we're gonna copy this URL right there. And then I think we're probably good with just those. So boom, save changes. And let's just double check if that, well, actually let's enable the other ones first. So we're gonna go back to schema settings. We're gonna go to site navigation, make sure that's on there. Enabled, output, and all, and then we'll just call this menu 1, or main menu, I mean. Ralph says, Chase, I cannot remove the organization markup and the extra website markup on my site. It was left by a plugin. I deleted it, and I can't access it for some reason. Oh, that's a pain. Shoot, I don't know what to do in that situation. We might have to have somebody like go and remove the code from like the cPanel or something. That's so annoying. Okay, breadcrumb. So I guess I'll talk to you about that in a little bit, Ralph, because I don't know what we would be doing for that. So we don't need breadcrumbs on the home page. So go back to schema settings, and then I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and then I think they have a blog, but I don't know if that's already marked up. Let me just go into there really quick. Ralph says, if I revert back to WordPress editor, gain HTML access, I will screw up my whole... Yeah, you don't want to do that. I'm sure there's an easier way to do it, like just remove any extra like plugin settings that might have been left in there. Okay, so what was a... Oh yeah, structure, sorry. I just wanted to double check this before we kept putting more stuff in here. Running out of water, guys. What am I gonna do? Boom, boom. Okay, so it's still not being pulled. I'm wondering if it has to refresh or something, or cache. That's sometimes the really annoying thing about using like these plugins, because sometimes it won't get pulled through even though it is pulled. But let's just check the blog really quick. So we're gonna go into corporate news, and then we're gonna check out like one of these blog posts and see what's getting pulled into here. Go into there, structured data, press new test, and put that in there. And nothing's getting pulled, so we're going to want to use blog posting for that, even though they're structuring this as news, even though it shouldn't be, but whatever. I don't really want to go and change the whole architecture just for that. And then the publisher logo, we're just going to use the same as the logo on the home page. So let me go into wherever that logo is. I think I'm just going to have to go back to the home page and grab it. So let me just go back to here. Copy link and plug that into there. And then you can set this, but I think it just does it automatically, I hope. There we go. Let's see if it's pulling anything. Gosh, I hate that. So let's see if there's some sort of caching plugin that I can do to, or I can use to get this to go through. That's pretty much all the settings for schema. So if we just go into plugins, and then we go to, let's see. Well, we definitely need to update these. So I'm just going to do that too. I'm just going to hope that the schema markup gets pulled through at some point. I don't see why it wouldn't. I think it's just taking a second. The other option is that we can actually just refresh this page, and if we find it in here, then we just know that it's there. So if I just view page source and then do something like item prop, or sorry, article. So the OG type's picking it up, but I don't see it here yet. So just maybe want to check back in on that. I'm going to say that it is there, and we're just going to hopefully come back and it'll be there by the time we come back. But yeah, I don't really want to wait around for that, for some sort of buggy issue. So I'm just going to say waiting on, I'm just going to say it's fixed, because I'm sure it's just going to take a second to go through. Link silos on top of the pyramid pages. So this was one of the other problems with not having any content on the home page, is we weren't able to really do any link silos. So I'm just going to say waiting for more content on certain pages, but it was done for some of the pages, I believe. So if I go into like, well, actually a lot of the pages, so like the products pages, you'll see if I go into here, no content, just all of this text. And if I go into something like this, when there's like limited content, I think I was able to do like some link silos, but even in this, it's like they're not really talking about anything else, so I wasn't really able to do many link silos. So you know, a lot of that's going to be contingent on whether or not we can get more content on the pages that we needed on, which are the main pages, like, you know, products, repair, you'll see logistics and EHS policy and all that stuff I was able to link to, but some of this other stuff, like, I can't really link to. And a lot of this stuff is really confusing because I don't actually know what it is, so it's hard to figure out whether or not it should be linked to. So site-wide image compression, I believe we did. Let me just double check on that. So let's go into here, into here. Erwin says maybe the theme Ralph. Steven says American Idol, maybe sing for us, Chase. Erwin says I changed my theme because the other one updated and crashed my site for 3 days. Oh, that sucks. Steven says you do drink a lot of water for sure. It's because I'm always talking. All right. So where was I? Oh yeah, image compression. So if I go into plugins, a lot of the stuff I did for them was on page because I didn't have access to the site admin at first. So I don't think we actually did the image compression yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add new. I'm going to get Smusher, and then I'm going to tell them that we should probably buy Smusher because we do need to compress these images for sure. Activate. And it's only going to be able to do so many images before we have to buy the new one. So I'm going to say in here, need to buy premium version of Smusher. And then on the no indexing the thin content pages, I did a lot of this stuff, but there's like a lot that, you know, still are very thin content that I couldn't necessarily no index because they're their main product pages. But I'll just say I did this for a lot of pages, but there are still many pages that are thin content that should be indexed, like specific product pages. Okay, so we're gonna just go ahead and bulk smush these. And then we're gonna go into conversion tracking. So I set this up. I don't know if we got the redirect going yet, so I think I just put it as something else until we can get the redirect going. So let me just go into analytics. Steve says I think I have misophonia, so I'm thankful you don't gulp in the microphone as much anymore. I don't even know what that is. Ralph says I use Smush it after I run them through a reducer. Oh, nice. Burn Clan says this was on my recommended. What is this? This is hacking 101. No, just kidding. It's about SEO, optimizing for search engines. All right. So we're gonna go into here, go into conversions. Oh yeah, actually I can just go into admin. So I'll go into admin. And then if we go into goals, sign up, I think the destination was like an outbound click maybe. Let me go into here. Destination, sorry, goal details, quote list. Yeah, so I'm waiting on the redirect. So waiting to get redirect to thank you page. Switch to SSL. Need to talk to web devs about this. Add missing meta descriptions. I did a lot of these. I still think there's some more. Let's check out the broken links. So I don't think I ran the broken link checker yet either. So I'll go into here. Right Way says, I really liked your last video about Ralph's website. Nice. Hopefully Ralph liked it too. So we'll go to broken link checker. And we'll install, which one is it? Is it this one? I think it's this one. Activate. And then while that runs, we'll go to the next one. So add alt tags to missing images. So I did a lot of these too. I'm not sure if there's still any left, but there's still a lot of those that that I did. More specifically, this is actual things that need to be fixed. So home title needs more keywords with brand. I think, let's see if I went in there and did that one. So Tempest. So yeah, I added another qualifier in there. But I mean, it still could be improved. Homepage meta description is a little short. I'm pretty sure I fixed that as well. So if I just go into Mozbar and then go into here and go to general attributes, or sorry, meta description 130. I actually don't think that one I did do, but 130 is actually probably fine. So we'll just say that one's done. No H1 on homepage. That one's done now. Alt text isn't showing on homepage. Let's see, I think I did those too. Yeah. Link styles on homepage need to happen, so I'm going to say waiting on more content. We should shoot for at least 300 words per page. This one definitely still doesn't happen, so waiting for more content. For the homepage, schema markup for organization, breadcrumbs implementation. And I'm still waiting on that structured data testing tool to pick that up. Be nice if it did. Matthew's in the house. What's up, man? What is up, dude? So we'll run that. Still not pulling it. What the heck? So lame. All right, I'm just gonna wait on that. Neo conversion on, so waiting on redirect. Want to add more content to about page, contact page. That would be helpful along with link styles. So waiting on more content for that. I mean, it's all just the same stuff. It's really, a lot of it's based around, we need content for these pages to do more stuff. So it's kind of one of those like options where it's like, we're not really able to do much, which is kind of annoying. We did do like some of the things that were necessary for these pages, which is why now Google's starting to pick them up. But in order to push them further, you know, we really need to actually go ahead and add content to them. So, so you'll see that there's still some more that need to be optimized. So I'm just going to make the email at this point because there isn't much more that we can do besides the things that we talked about. So I'm going to say, hi, Heather. I just finished over implementation plus the overview plus the overview of what needs to happen for us to move forward, as well as analytics that show our progress. So what we're gonna do is I'm probably actually just gonna open this up in a new email so we can just drag and drop the images. And I'll actually, you know what I'll do is I'll show you how you can do this where it's well, actually no, I won't. I'll just do this through an email. So let me go into where is it? I had Thunderbird, but it kept crashing on me, so I had to actually use the web-based emailer, which is really annoying. So hold on. Go into there. Go into here. I'll do a new email if I can find it. There it is. Okay, so boom. Hi Heather, just finished. So far we are making great progress, as you can see here. And then I'm just going to take that image, that first image we got with the Search Console. Whoops, where'd that other one go? There it is. I'll do, actually, sorry, the SEO profiler first, and then I'll do the Search Console. So I'm wondering if they're going to let me do this without, oh gosh, I hate it when it's not letting me drag and drop. Okay, so I'm going to have to go into here, press image, I think, and go to desktop and do it this way. So boom, boom, and boom. All right. Even though we're getting, oh, actually, I'm going to say also, we are noticing more clicks for some of the keywords, some of the products we are optimizing, as you can see here. And then I'm just going to grab the other one, which is, let me just go into, where is it? There it is. Boom. And go into Search Console. Plug that in there. Hold on. I'm trying to, it's not letting me type anything. Can we try it like this? Okay. Even though it's great, even though these metrics are starting to rise, there are some things we need to start doing to continue to see this upwards growth. This is what I know I need. And then I'm just gonna say, like, you know, specifically the things that I'm waiting on, which, like I said, a lot of them were requests I had on the other notepad I had on my laptop, but I guess I can just type them out here. So I'm gonna go into here, oops, sorry, into here. More content on main pages, like homepage, products pages, main product categories, repair, services, etc. And then some of the other stuff was like, you go back into here. Well, actually, I can just look at the roadmap and see. So basic on page for top of it. So we did some of this stuff, but like I said, need more content, schema market for main pages, link silos. So we're waiting on the content for these. So I'm going to say help with internal linking to other important pages, mainly describing what are your most important pages that should be linked to. And all this stuff we're going to discuss over a phone call, so hopefully if she reads this and has no idea what I'm talking about, I can explain it to her over the phone. And then I actually also had another request sheet, I think. So if I go to Tempest requests or something, should be in here. There it is. So you'll see SSO for OG data. So we'll just copy that into here. Where'd it go? Whoops. Oh yeah, it was because it was in here. So boom. SSO Pro. We definitely want that. Smusher Premium subscription. And I could just buy this stuff and bill them. It might be easier that way so they don't have to figure it out. Full access to Search Console, which I think I got. Our homepage might be a good idea to get more text involved. We just talked about that. Might want to consider switching to WP Engine. So let's just double check on the site speed. So we'll copy this and go to like GT metrics and run a scan over there. And boom. Steven says, I think Thunderbird has been expired. Well, that would make sense because it's definitely not working for me, which is super annoying. Ooh, I can't believe I ran out of water, guys. What am I going to do? Ugh. I have like 3 or 4 more clients I have to do stuff for. I might have to stop, go to the store, and come back so I can get some water. All right, so B and a C score, and it's just around those images we were just talking about, so not too bad. We might not have to switch hosting just for that. Different pages around the services we offer. We already talked about that. Do we have any reviews so we can use the... so I would say start generating reviews for products. Start asking for reviews on our different products. And they could even just do this to their Google My Business page, and then we can just repurpose those. And then at least they start, ranking locally for different queries too. So different products can drive reviews to Google My Business page. And then number 6, can we change link colors? Like that. Whoops. Oh, that scared me. I thought I just deleted all of that text I just wrote. That would have killed me. All right, put that into there. Oops, that wasn't supposed to be linked. So let me unlink that. I don't know why it's not letting me unlink. Unlink. Okay. Can we put more content on these pages? Yeah, so the rest of it is just like, can we put content on these pages? So I'm going to say here are some of the pages we can get started with putting content on. So I'll just remove these, put that in there. No, I don't want you to link to this page. Why would Outlook do that to me? It's weird, it's making some of them links, but not others. And then can I get logins for social medias? I guess I'll just leave that out. So I'll just put those in there. And then I'm going to say, here's the progress on things that were fixed from the roadmap. And then we're going to go into the roadmap, which we just kind of started taking notes on, which we're just going to go like this. But need premium. Waiting on. So I'm just going to, since all of these are kind of repetitive, I'm going to just grab these and put them in here. And then I'm going to send that over. So I'm going to name it SEO progress and SEO progress from 10-hour package. So I just finished the first package of implementations. of SEO implementation, plus the overview of what needs to happen for us to move forward, as well as analytics that show our progress. Let's discuss over phone what some of this stuff means, so we can go into more detail on how to move forward. So far, we're making great progress, as you can see here. Boom, boom, boom. And then these are some of the other stuff. And then I actually should take a picture of the analytics as well. So let me just go into there, and close this. And we're just going to get one more picture of the analytics. So I'm going to go into this one and go into here. Go back, whoops, sorry, go back like a month. So I'm going to just grab that, go back to like that, and then compare. And then we're going to go to acquisition, all traffic, source medium, and go into organic. And here we can see progress. So we'll just grab that and go like this. We just need that because we don't need the other. I guess it's fine. And save. And actually, we started a little bit sooner than this, but a lot of this stuff is like very minor changes that, you know, if we went back to like, I think the 1st of February, which is probably when we started, and we apply it like that, we might even see better metrics. So you'll see this is actually probably what we would want to report on. So I'm just going to grab that. Copy and save. We're going to say analytics. We'll just call this one growth as well because I don't want to keep that other one, confuse myself. So I'm going to go into here and say, also check out the awesome growth in analytics. And then we just go back into the picture. And the cool thing about this, like I was saying, guys, is you can actually use this whole report like this. And I could just copy and paste this into WordPress and call this like e-commerce reporting 2017. And it would give me a bunch of stuff to rank for. So pretty cool. Let me go into here. Where the heck is that image button? I just had it, now it's gone. If I right click, no. I think that's supposed to be the image button, but it's grayed out. Unless I'm tripping. So no, that's alt text. I want the ability to add an image. Is it like further down in here and I can't see it because of the sidebar? Oh, it was hiding. Wow. That's so silly. Boom. And go like that. So there we go. So we're going to press send on that because I think that's good. Cool. Actually, I'm going to say if you want to schedule a time to talk, here's my calendar. Chase. And then I'm just going to grab my calendar, chaserunner.you can book me. And I get the free link. Trevor says, hey Chase, brilliant as usual, need some magic with my WPS. So I replied back to your email, but haven't heard back. Yeah, sorry about that, Trevor. I'm going to reply back to you soon. I've been super swamped. So go into here, put in the link, press OK, send, and boom, there we go. So hopefully I didn't just send that to Trevor. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Heather's email is definitely in there. So we're going to say that that was sent over. So we'll cancel out of that, save, cancel out of that, and cancel out of that. don't save. And now we're just going to say on this one, waiting for replies. So and then aloha moving. So we can send the report on this. We're probably going to not do that one right now. Continue on page for Nova soft tissue. So I'm probably going to do that one next, and then send requests for the things I need. I actually ran out of water, like I said, guys, so I'm probably going to come back on in a little bit. If you guys enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up, and definitely stop by in the near future to watch some more of these videos. So until then, guys, happy SEOing.